Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. I am kind of late because I've been having a interesting week. This week was or what am I thinking? Yeah, I think it is this week. Okay. Sorry y'all, I literally just woke up from a nap too. Cuz this entire week I've been celebrating my birthday. Yes, I'm a Virgo, y'all, in case y'all didn't know. I know I say it in my videos a lot. So, anywho, that's what I've been doing. And I wanted to update y'all on some other stuff because I know I have been kind of missing in action. I did post a vlog recently so I can, get some content out there. I know it's been a minute since y'all have seen my face. That is because this week has been this month has been so busy. If y'all have been watching me for a while, y'all know I was having some issues with my previous place that I stayed in. And actually, recently, I actually took them to court and won my case. So it's been kind of a crazy month in general. So I just want to say that before we get started with the BINZ haul today. And I'm really excited too because I hadn't been to the BINZ all month. And so I really needed to get in there, y'all. Because it's kind of like one of those things when y'all go to the BINZ or when I go to the BINZ, I always miss it when I'm gone too long. I've actually switched to not been shopping as much because I've been kind of experimenting with shopping at the stores and just finding things to sell other places as well, or just in general, like going to thrift stores instead of going to the bins. But I feel like going to the bins every once in a while is definitely a part of my business strategy as well. So, and I can't stay away, to be honest. I have too much fun, y'all. So here we are. What we got from the bins is about 40 pounds. I got some accessories. Y'all know I got some clothes. The title is called Winter is Coming because y'all, I got some stuff for fall and winter and spooky season. Y'all know I like to buy like costumey stuff and whatnot. I also got a couple of little stuff and things. I knew that was gonna happen. So forgive me for that little noise if y'all are, wearing headphones or something. That was just something falling. But luckily it didn't knock the whole thing down. But anywho, I got a couple of stuff and things, which is like some books and stuff like that. Just a couple things. I'm gonna save for the end for those people that are interested in that type of stuff. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started with accessories, y'all. I'm really actually excited because I got some good stuff. So this first thing I love finding. Hey, how you doing, DM Luke? So this first thing is a polo backpack, a polo tote bag. So this is a retro Ralph Lauren kind of like nylon little crossbody bag. Definitely could be used for school and whatnot. And this is great because school just started. So I love getting bags like these, but I've actually had one like this before, but it was a duffel bag and it did pretty good. And yeah, so this one has a couple of pockets, got, the nice Velcro or hook and lock, because Velcro is technically name brand. But it does say Polo Sport on the inside, very 90s, you know what I'm saying? It's very clean, and I love that. Nothing crazy on the inside. And it does have like a little extender, so it could be like a purse or a bag that you carry your books in. So I'm actually closing the extender to show it as just like a purse. But love this. Can't wait to get that listed. My last one did pretty well. Up next is a very popular style bag, but I don't pick up this brand often because it just doesn't do that well. This bag here is like the Bottega Veneta pattern with the woven stuff here, and this is actually by Gap. So yeah, y'all, so I picked this one up for the style mostly, and I love the color. So I'm about to show y'all the inside. I've been seeing a lot of ladies walking around with bags like this. I believe like a lot of different brands kind of you know, dupe Bottega. So I think it won't have an issue. But with Gap, I've really had some issues getting rid of it sometimes. So I just don't pick it up that often. But every so often I do find something retro-y that I like with Gap, or just something style-wise that I like. All right, up next is and hello everybody that's coming into the chat. I am a reseller. Please, let's keep the chat and everything that we're talking about in the chat, you know, with the topic, y'all. Okay, I would love some questions. I would love y'all kind of interacting with me about the stuff that I have thrifted and I'm getting ready to resell. I do have some options if y'all want to buy anything. Just let me know in the comments and I'll kind of reiterate it, because I don't think I updated this description. It's been a crazy week, y'all, so I haven't gotten a chance to do everything I wanted to do. But I was like, we're going to do this live stream. So I would appreciate y'all if y'all would just keep it in the subject matter, okay? All right, up next is these really cute, funky boots that I could not leave behind. Everybody was passing them up in the bins because they are basically just Target. These are universal thread boots. But y'all, Target sometimes puts out some really, really good stuff. Like, y'all know that because they collaborate with designers all the freaking time. But this, I just thought was so perfect for fall. It has the like snake pattern and it looks so good. Like, I love that. It looks so good. And I think this would definitely liven up a little fall time outfit. I could see it with some tights and a skirt, some nice jacket. It could be like a date night situation. It's a size 8 and they are super freaking cute. If they were my size, y'all would be in danger. I would probably keep those. But no, we'll go ahead and list that one. All right. And then up next is a bag, well, a name brand I haven't found in a long time, but I love when I do find this. And that is a little tote, or I guess this would be like a messenger bag by Marc Jacobs, if y'all don't already can't tell, because I knew it the moment I saw this thing here. I always recognize this. But back in the day, I used to pick up a lot of Marc Jacobs bags. Love when I could find the leather bags. This one is really interesting because these embroideries actually spell out Marc Jacobs, but you can't really see it unless you're really looking. There goes the M right there. Here's the A. I think that's a B. On the back, you can kind of see it a little bit better maybe. But yes, okay. Marc Jacobs, love that. But this is marked by Marc Jacobs. It is missing a little screw on one of these things. Not a problem. Somebody will still love that. But on the inside, it has that classic black and white Marc Jacobs logo, print. And again, so nice little bag here. Could be used for school. It might be vintage or retro. You know, might be like more like a 90s, 2000s thing. But love to find this, y'all. Marc Jacobs still does pretty good out there. Definitely still one of those classic brands with classic styles that people love. So yeah, we'll see what it does, even with the missing screw. And thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all so much. All right, moving on to our next thing is another bag. This one's by Steve Madden. Normally I wouldn't do this, but school has started, y'all, and I'm skeptical about Steve Madden. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I would pick up this bag whether or not like I loved Steve Madden, just because this one is a cute style bag. But oh, I think I just found the problem. Why people were leaving it behind, y'all. It don't got no zipper in the big part. Okay. All right, well, y'all know this was from the BINZ, so y'all know sometimes this thing happens. But this would have been nice. So this was by Steve Madden. I accidentally picked up a little friend in here, a little squeeze ball, but I think it's, let's see. Oh, it's, it just squirted on me. I knew it was deflated or open or had a hole or something. This whole thing is going in the garbage, okay? All right. That was our first and hopefully our only little, you know, thing like that of the evening, okay? Let's move on. We got a couple of more pairs of shoes. Let's see. All right, so we got another pair of boots here. And I feel like I've heard this brand before. Don't get mad at me if y'all know this brand and I don't know it just off the bat, okay? But I feel like in my mind, I've heard this brand before amongst other resellers. These are some Gothic style boots, and they are by Vagabond. I feel like I've heard somebody, like if I didn't hear it through a reseller, I feel like I heard like a celebrity or somebody fabulous say Vagabond. Like, I don't know. Anyways, y'all know I do like the Gothic stuff. I will pick this types of stuff up, especially when it's really, really good quality stuff. Yeah. So I just think they're classic, you know, very classic Gothic, slash punk, that type of thing. I don't know if these are real leather actually, but I think I looked this brand up, and they do pretty good out there. They have pretty good sell through rates. Oh yeah, this is fancy, y'all. It even says Vagabond right there. These are some fancy little boots, y'all. And it probably is real leather. It even has the YKK zipper. But, you know, I'm not familiar with the brand all the way. But also it has the little zip, so y'all don't have to worry about the tying up the shoelaces, which is awesome. I used to kind of attribute that to being cheaper brands when they have zippers versus just like you being able to tie it up. But actually, I think the convenience makes it more, you know, like nice. But all right, last pair of shoes. And then I have a interesting spooky season accessory. This pair of shoes right here, y'all. I couldn't help myself. I had to grab these. They're by Soda. And I love these, but I'm also definitely a 90s baby. So I lived through the beautiful Y2K season and era, and I remember these, and I don't think they're ever going to go out of style. There's always going to be a girl that's going to wear this, whether on stage, you know, for a special event. These are just a really nice way to like make your outfit pop, you know, a nice little sparkly shoe. They are, I believe these are brand new because they still have like the little tag on the inside from like Ross. They're not going to be super expensive shoes, but they're definitely going to be something. If the girl's looking for it, she's going to want this one. Exactly. So these are a size 8.5, which is a good popular size. And we're going to go ahead and give them a try. But yes, very classic, very beautiful, very Y2K. Okay. Up next is this really beautiful accessory for anybody's little spooky season costume. This is a, well, I looked it up, y'all. It's, well, oh, it says it here. This is from Harry Potter, if y'all don't know. Here, I want to remember because I don't remember the thing. It says Harry Potter broom. Oh, wait, never mind. When I looked it up, it said the actual character that had this broom. If anybody is a Harry Potter fan and y'all know whose broom this is from the movies, let me know down below in the comments if you're in the live stream. If not, just leave it in the comments for the replay, because I would love to, you know who this was from. I'll probably have it listed in like not long from now, because I need to get this stuff out for the season. This one also has like little like markings and stuff. It's kind of cool. I honestly thought it was like the Airbender. I didn't think, I thought Harry Potter, but then again, I also thought the Airbender. But yeah, I don't know the character, but I've sold quite a few Harry Potter accessories and they've done pretty well. So I'm excited for that. Okay. All right. Up next for accessories, and I think it's the last accessory, is just this belt. I actually have another spooky season thing inside of like the clothing, and I thought this belt would go well with it, but maybe y'all could tell me later. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So I just picked up the belt just in case I wanted to add it to that clothing or that costume. Okay. All right. And I'll let y'all know when it comes up. All right. Now we can start the clothes. Y'all know we love the clothes. So I'm just going to start off with what's on top. And yeah, we can go from there. All right. So first thing is this really cute Emily Daniels top blouse. I know it looks a little busy, but it is a paisley or like Victorian Baroque patterned long sleeve top, and it also has metallic thread through it. I don't know if it's really visible. You can kind of somewhat see it. Cute little pockets with little buttons and stuff. I just thought it was a really nice blouse for the upcoming season, fall or winter, but it actually is really lightweight. So, you know, it could be during that transition to fall kind of top. It is collared, so really nice, really dressy. Definitely could also be something someone wears to work, you know, career wear, like to work, not to an interview or anything like that, but to work. But all right, up next is, y'all know I love picking up ski stuff. So we got our first ski thing, y'all. So I picked this one up for a few reasons. It's in great, great condition. Okay, this is by Jack Wolfskin. And again, like I said, it's for ski and like snowboarding. It also has the little attachable jacket, attachable and detachable jacket here. And basically, let me take them apart so y'all can see them. I will probably sell them separately. I don't know, or maybe together, because why I don't know. We'll see. I gotta see if they're sold separately out there or if they come together. But this is the jacket, the outer shell. Okay, really beautiful. One of my favorite colors. This year was my greens year. I'm actually wearing green, and I was just embracing my favorite color and wearing all different greens for my birthday. So this one definitely caught my eye. Again, it's great, great condition. And then here is the inner fleece jacket lining. Really nice. Okay. And it's great. This is great because y'all, I learned my lesson back in the day, and I'm going to teach y'all. If you are a reseller and you like to buy ski stuff, never buy the ski stuff that is white, beige, silver, nothing like that. Nobody will ever buy it. They want bright colors that can be seen because it's a safety thing. Okay. Learned that with a retro ski thing that just never moved, and I believe it's because it was white. Okay. All right. Up next, speaking of snow, and this is not exactly skiing, but definitely winter style, we have a Snoopy sweater, which I think is super cute. I believe that's Snoopy, right? Yeah, that's Snoopy. And then you got the little birdie he's with there. And I don't know why his house looks like it's disappeared. They look like they're flying through the sky, but this is super cute. Definitely ski culture, something I can see somebody wearing at a ski lodge or something like that. And this one is by American Eagle. So it shouldn't be, you know, too expensive out there. I didn't do any lensing. I just liked this, picked it up for the style. And actually it says 2022 peanuts, so it's not that old of a style. So I think it might do pretty good out there. And yeah, definitely ready for the winter time. All right, up next is a Wilfred sweater, and also great for the upcoming season. So y'all know I do like to pick up my Wilfred when I can find it and it makes sense and it's not too small. This one is a small, but you know, it's better than an extra small. And again, 100% wool, so somebody would love that. And plus a really good color. This is a very classic deep chocolate brown, so love that. Up next is something I rarely do, but we did it this time because this is definitely in style. And these are Paige jeans, okay? These are a pair of straight leg, I believe, or like boot cut. They're like a boot cut, very long. Paige jeans make some really long inseam pants for anybody out there looking for those types of pants. They are really expensive new, but in the reselling market, they've definitely gone up and down for me. So sometimes I could get a really good price out there for them, and sometimes, you know, hey, it's a $20 jean. Okay, sometimes it depends on the style. It depends on, you know, a few things, a few factors. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a try. It's a size 31, which is a pretty good, common, popular size. I think I could wear a 31. And yeah, the only thing that I would kind of complain about is the color, because y'all know sometimes darker jeans don't do as well. But again, the season is kind of a darker season, so we'll see. All right, up next is a new attack something another, but it is by TJ Maxx. It was sold at TJ Maxx, but it is by Cupio, and I picked it up because it's beautiful. Okay. Definitely won't be the most expensive thing I have out there, but definitely has Johnny Was / Sundance vibes. Definitely very boho Southwestern, which I love that aesthetic personally. Lightweight, as you can see, there's some breathability here. But yeah, Cupio. I've never sold this brand, but again, just because it was new at tags, I went ahead and grabbed it in for the style. All right. Up next is a vintage thing, I believe. It looks vintage to me. Really beautiful green. Y'all know I'm loving this. The greens. I should just put this on with this and just have all the greens working together. But yeah, I love the texture of this. Even though, y'all, I'm not going to lie, my vests have not been doing great. I'm hoping to encourage people to buy vests, y'all, to add texture, to add like elements to y'all's outfit. Let's get style back, y'all. I walked into a H&M recently and I just feel like everything is so beige, black, white, etc. Like, let's get these pops of color back in. Let's get textures working again. Like, let's be a stylish society again. Let's not go straight into, you know, even though I love a good beige, I love a clean line and clean girl aesthetic. I do like, you know, to pop out sometimes, you know, and sometimes you got to pop out and show them that you know how to still put something on though. Okay. So I love this, love its texture. Can't wait to see it. This is going to be by Mac and Jack and is a size extra large. And yeah, I'm excited to see what it can do. All right. Up next is for spooky season. And it is a Jack Skellington costume, y'all. So y'all can see the smile on my face. I was super excited to find this because I love Nightmare Before Christmas, y'all. That is my type of spooky season movie, okay? I'm not a super scary movie watcher, but I do love kids' Halloween and Christmas movies and stuff. But anywho, this is Jack Skellington's vest. It's kind of hard to see. It is double-breasted. And it has like the little chain there, really cute, actually kind of punk, kind of gothic, which we love. Got Jack Skellington's face here. We got the tie up in the back. It is just beautiful, okay? Definitely, if anybody's looking for that Jack Skellington outfit, I got you, okay? So it is Disney branded, so that's why it looks so good. And it says size 1. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is, okay? But yes, exciting, right? I love this type of stuff. All right. Up next is, let me just show y'all the other costume I have, the one that I thought might go well with the belt that I showed y'all earlier. This one is a women's medieval costume by Spooktacular. Okay, so I looked up Spooktacular, and it's I want to say it's kind of like Spirit, where it has its own brand of spooky wear and stuff, and it actually can do well depending on what costume you find out there. I didn't find this exact one. Has a bunch of stringies and whatnot here, but I felt like, you know, medieval times they did wear like the half corsets and whatnot, so I thought that belt might go great with this. If not, it's fine. I'm gonna hopefully be able to lens this and get model pictures of it, and maybe someone will want to like dress up as a medieval character, or maybe they, you know, like Dungeons and Dragons or something, and they just want to do like a fun, like, what do they call it? Is it like play? I don't know. When they go outside and sometimes do the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I've seen them do it. I just don't know what it's called, y'all. But yes, I may have to throw this one in the washer, though. It does seem like it has like a little oil stain there or something. But yeah, y'all know, I'm getting into my spooky season vibes, or at least as much as I can if I can find it at the BINZ. All right. Up next is Fat Sal said, I want that. What did you want, Fat Sal? Up next is this really nice, I think this is wool. It feels like wool for sure. Apple Seeds jacket, okay? This one is super cute. I love this coral pink. Even though it's coral and bright, it does still give me winter, for some reason, winter vibes. It can go with browns. It could go with greens, like black, you know, whatever. So I feel like it could still be wintry, and it's wool anyway. Who's gonna wear it any other time? So I love the copper colored buttons here. And I never heard of Apple Seeds, but I did see some pretty okay bread and butter prices out there for this brand. And it is a petite. And I did look to see if the petites had sold and what prices the petites had sold for. So we're going to give it a try and see. Ooh, up next is something fancy. I forgot about it until just now, y'all. All right, let me show y'all this. I was kind of excited because I got this towards the end of my BINZ trip. And not to say it was a bad BINZ trip, but this one definitely made me excited for the day, for the shopping trip. So this is a dress, right? beautiful like woven texture. I think it is wool, and it feels like how jersey is kind of heavy. That's how it feels. Okay, so it does kind of have like a nice weight to it. It's either a midi or a maxi. I have to see it against the wall to see if it's a maxi or a midi. But this is by St. John's, y'all. And St. John's, she is expensive out there, y'all. So let me show y'all that. This here, definitely a Bolo brand, y'all. Definitely something you want to look out for. She also has, oh, this is the back. Okay, I was showing y'all the back. That's my bad. Okay, this is the front. And she also has pockets. Oh, wait, let me see. Hold on, wait. One of these pockets, I don't know, is that a secret hidden pocket? I'm gonna have to check this out. It looked like it's got like a secret hidden pocket in here. Or did it just come apart? Here. If it did, I'm gonna ask my mom. Y'all know my mom is a seamstress. She'll be able to tell me better. But either way, really good find, y'all. Beautiful find. Has a split in the front right here. So it's gonna be really cute. And it's gonna move really well. And it'll be cute with some heels. Let's see. But I wanted to see the fabric content for this one. It does say dry clean or only. Huh, I don't see a material tag. But it definitely feels like a wool. I wouldn't be surprised. So, all right. I don't see a material tag. We'll try to get a lens and see what the lens shows us. But yeah, I was excited to buy that. Oh, I found another accessory hidden in here. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. I love these newspaper boy hats, okay? One of my aunties wears these types of hats all the freaking time. I know it's kind of gross, but I'm still going to try it on. Yes, it came from the BINZ, y'all, so it's a little gross. But this is by Jones, New York. And that's an okay brand. You know, sometimes you can get some Bolo stuff from there, and sometimes you get just like bread and butter stuff, and sometimes the stuff ain't worth nothing at all. So you got to really watch it when you're buying Jones, New York stuff. But this is super cute, so I went ahead and grabbed it. It is furry, got a nice little pebbled texture there, and it is nylon lined in the inside, so even kind of somewhat weatherproof to a degree. Okay, your hair won't get wet. But yes, I thought this was adorable, so I grabbed it. All right, up next, what is this? Up next, something I haven't grabbed in a long time because I got a little pow from eBay when I put it up last time. But this is a pair of figs, scrubs, y'all. I'm gonna list them on Poshmark and hopefully Mercari and see if we can get them sold for about 20 bucks. That's about all they're doing for me right now, unless you can find the top and the bottom, which I did not find. Also, this one is a size extra small, so she is gonna be definitely discounted a little bit, but definitely still beautiful and in great condition. And that's the thing, sometimes I find fig scrubs and the pockets are ripped or whatever. You definitely got to check the condition, but I think I could still do pretty well with these. So I'll see what happens. Definitely don't list figs on eBay though, y'all. All right, up next is another new tags item, but it actually is a vintage or retro thing, and I'm super excited about this because she is Y2K. Okay, this is House of Darion, y'all. So back in my day, House of Darion was very hot, y'all. And this is, again, one of those things that you would have bought from the City Trends when City Trends was popping. No longer is the case. However, House of Darion does have some stuff out there that are priced at some pretty good prices as far as resale goes, okay? So it does have the classic tag, the Beyonce from the, I forget what album this is, the B-Day album, I believe, B-Day, because I had that album. And it was $79. So I believe this is considered dead stock. So just love the little style of it. It has like a little zipper. I wonder if that, no, the pocket doesn't disconnect. I was like, it would be cool if the pocket disconnects. Has the little Darion thing here. Super cute. Now, I do have a confession. The last thing I showed y'all like this, the Coogee thing, I couldn't even list it because I needed to wash it. And I'm just scared for these. Like, back in the day, we had a lot of people doing designs with these little things, and that's what made things not last. I'm gonna be real. So good thing this is new with tags. Whoever's going to a Y2K party or just likes to dress Y2K will enjoy it. but they might have to be careful with washing it, okay? But so far so good, nothing's missing, so we'll get that one listed at least, okay? All right, up next is a Free People find, and it's actually super cute and kind of unique. It is a halter collared blouse, and it has like a sweater texture. So I could definitely see this thing being layered over like a white, like a plain white sweater t-shirt. And yeah, it also has some little buttons in the back there. Definitely interesting. Y'all know what I just realized? This is not just the top. This is a romper. This is a romper, y'all. So this has actually got the shorts down here. I can still see it layered though. I can still see someone wearing like a cute little t-shirt, like long sleeve t-shirt under this to kind of give it, you know, some layering, because it's a bit, you know, all over the place. I think you might want to keep it together with that. And plus it being like a sweater material, it does remind me of the fall. So you might want to go ahead and, you know, wear it with something underneath it, even though it is shorties. I have to look it up though. I have to see what the model did with it. I'm not really sure. But again, this is Free People. I do not have a size there, but hopefully I have a size on the tag. Okay, it's a size medium. Okay. And we'll see what it does. You know, now that I've been working for a place that sells Free People, I realize sometimes Free People are just trying stuff. They just put stuff out there. And, you know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you know, it gets discounted terribly. And that's why Free People probably is up and down as far as resale goes. But, all right. Up next, we have a pair of ASOS jeans, which I rarely do. But I went ahead and picked them up because they are a style that is currently in, which is a straight leg instead of a skinny, of course. I love the little like designs on the front of these, even though it's just a black jean. I kind of don't like a plain black jean. I like a black jean that's got the little distressing and whatnot. And yeah, it kind of doesn't look totally plain. But these are men's, by the way, and these are baggy style. So that's another thing. Baggy style is definitely in right now for both women and men's jeans, because I see Levi's putting out quite a bit of baggy shorts and jeans and whatnot. All right. Up next, I have a really nice skirt. This one's by Peter Nygaard. I'll show y'all that. Let me go ahead and show y'all. Or the Nygaard collection, which is AKA Peter Nygaard. And I've sold this brand quite a few times, so I already knew I would go ahead and pick it up, especially if it's in good condition. And as y'all can see, it is. I love this Baroque style, kind of Victorian, nods to Victorian style pattern. And I just love the way it flows and the shape of it. It's really nice. And yeah, I think it'll do pretty good. Even though it is a size 6, which is a kind of a small size for this brand, I do like to pick up more of the plus sizes. All right, up next is a baby outfit. I'm debating on whether I want to take it out of the package because I think this is from Amazon. I want to leave it and see if I could just find a model photo. But this is a Western like one piece for a baby. Super cute. We sell tons of these at my job, and like people tend to really like this Western style stuff for the kids. And I believe it is long sleeve, so it's perfect for the upcoming season. So we'll see what we can do. Let me show y'all that pattern again. It's really nice. Okay. All right. Next is something I'm going to have to do a little TLC on. But if we get it right, it'll be my first time listing this brand ever. And this is Diesel, y'all. So I found a pair of Diesel that are semi-okay. I'm gonna show y'all what the problem is in just a second, okay, if y'all don't automatically see it. All right, so here's the front and the back. I love this kind of like purpley color, beautiful, great for the season. But the person who bought these had these adjusted, and so they had someone go ahead and sew this little part together here so that it could fit better. I'm going to have to go in with a seam ripper and take that apart, and hopefully there's not any discoloration behind here so that we can actually get them listed, because Diesel is a very expensive brand, and if you find some really good stuff out there, you can actually get some pretty good BOLO prices for these these pants, okay, or for any of the diesel stuff, especially actually the bags. Um, so we'll see what we can do here and see if we can get this diesel thing listed, y'all. So y'all, back in the day, I used to buy magazines, and I remember the diesel ads being at the end of the magazine or on the very back, and usually there'd be a big ad, and I used to just be interested in like just the different stuff because it's a pretty unique brand when you look into it. All right, up next is something I bought, and I'm not really familiar with the brand, but I like the style. This is a really cute little cropped jacket, y'all, and it is plus size. This is a size 2X, so that definitely made me want to pick it up even more, but it is by Cello. I don't know much about this brand. I just thought this was cute. It has like a little cutoff jean texture at the bottom with the distressing, and I thought this would be cute for just like my plus size section in my store, y'all. So love that it's cropped. The crop jackets are coming back. It's a little like, it's very distressed. I don't think, I'm gonna look at it just a little bit longer just to make sure. I don't think somebody cut this themselves. I hope not. But overall, I think it's a pretty, no, I think it's supposed to be like that. Pretty cute jacket, okay? Pretty cute. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna lens it and make sure though. So yeah, all right. Up next is, let's see. We're getting down to the last little bit, y'all. In case y'all been hanging in there with me. And thank you if you have. Thank y'all if y'all watched this far, whether it's the live stream or the replay. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much. All right. Up next is another Aritzia piece. This one is by Babaton. I went ahead and picked it up for that reason, to be honest, because it is very small, as y'all can see here. This is a Babaton knit sweater. Very nice. It's going to be very warm, whoever wears this. It has an interesting little cut on the side here. And, you know, that's what makes it special. But in case you all are not familiar with that, this is that brand sold at Aritzia, like I said before. So we'll see how this one does. I'm going to be honest with y'all. My Aritzia stuff has not done the greatest, but hopefully this one will. This is 80% wool and 20% cashmere, okay? All right, y'all forgive me, I'm a little sinusy today. All right, up next is something that's not so winter, but y'all know I pick this up year round because the girls sometimes buy my swimsuits at the randomest times, y'all. So this is a swimsuit by Aerie. That's probably one of my favorite brands to pick up swim is Aerie because they make some very interesting pieces for everyone. This is a extra large, for example, and it is one of those wrap bikinis that shows like little bit of stomach, you know, but covers up, you know, the important parts, but allows you to be very, very cute. So I apologize that you can't see the whole thing here. I probably should have put it on Tabitha. I didn't have all that time. Like I said, y'all, I took a nap. I was so freaking tired from this weekend. We've been partying. So yeah, y'all, but yes, I absolutely love this. It is a cheetah print. So, you know, it definitely is gonna have to go to a girl that's into that. But yes, Aerie is a great place to buy swimsuits for all sizes if y'all are looking for them, of course. All right. Up next is something that I'm pretty sure has a second part to it, but I only found this part. This looks very simple, very, you know, whatever, but some of y'all can see that tag poking out and y'all know what that is. This is Show Me Your Miu Miu, okay? Which is the only reason I picked it up, okay? I'm pretty sure it has a skirt or something that goes with it. Probably like a wedding, something you can wear to a wedding, top and bottom or something like that. We'll see. Sometimes people buy this stuff or buy the bottom and don't have the top, and I'm hoping for a situation like that. This is also plus size, y'all. This is double XL. So another reason why I picked it up, just to kind of see what it can do. I recently sold something, Show Me Your Miu Miu, and let me tell y'all, not everything does well. I don't expect a whole lot of money for this unless it's some type of new piece that just came out and it's just a special piece. But when it comes to that, definitely check styles, okay? Up next, another little westerny style top. This one is a paisley pattern, and it is by Panhandle. So this brand is actually a Bolo brand for boots. I sold one pair of boots by Panhandle Slim. That's the entire name, I believe. I believe it's the same brand. This one just says Panhandle, but also it can be Panhandle Slim. The boots I sold for like $175. Like, it's no joke, okay? So this one, I'm not sure what it's gonna do because I've never sold clothing by Panhandle, but this is beautiful. So I love the color of it. I think it looks really classic and beautiful for that Western girly out there. And if you're looking for it and you want it, you'll buy it. You know, it's also an extra large, great size. So yeah, definitely something cute. And does have these little cute snap pearl buttons on the front. All right. Oh, I have another costume. Okay, y'all, I have another costume. This one is a anime costume. So as soon as I saw this, I knew exactly what this is. So this is a Naruto jacket, y'all. So love this. Definitely very color blocky. Definitely very military to an extent. Like, it has a military style vibe. And there goes that little logo again. I looked this up and saw some great prices out there from the original seller, which is, I don't even think in this country, but I did see a Reddit post where someone's like, hey, where can I find this jacket? I can't wait to get this listed, y'all, because I think it's going to do really good. Besides it being very, very cute, it also is great for the winter if someone just wants to wear this jacket. I know it's like kind of costumey, but at the same time, like, someone could totally just wear this. And it is very warm and lined and kind of has like a little bit of a poofiness to it. Like, it's got like cushion in there. Like, it's not just fat. Like, it's got, like, I don't know how to explain that, but some of y'all know what I mean. So it's quilted on the inside. It's going to be very warm, and it's by Anime Gear Guru. Okay, sounds like a great company in case y'all are looking for anime stuff. So super excited about that, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this was actually a really exciting trip. All right, and we're down to the last few things. I got a couple of bread and butters to show y'all, and one more Bolo brand. So we'll save that Bolo brand for last. This one is a cute little dress by LOD. I've never sold this brand before, but when I looked it up, I did see some nice bread and butter prices. I didn't expect a whole lot of money for this, but I just love the color of this, and I love the style of dress. Kind of has like a mod 60s, somewhat, you know, kind of style. Love these little poof arms here. Definitely a cute dress, and also it's a large, which is a good size. So LOD might be another bread and butter I might add to my list just from doing the research on that one. All right. Up next is another dress. This one is by, who is it by? Billy T. So I've sold one other thing by this brand because I rarely find it and it's in good condition, or just in general, I rarely find it and like the piece. This was just cute to me. I love the color pattern. I love like the Chinese cherry blossom just pattern, everything. Like, it's super cute. I love how that's against a gray background. So even if you're not a super pink girly, you could probably still put this on and go out on a nice little date, or go out and have dinner, or whatever, wherever you're going, somewhere really nice. This is that brand, and as y'all can see, it is an extra large, so it is a great size, and it is a midi, lightweight, and just beautiful and kind of different. So yeah, love that. All right, and this is our last item before we get into the stuff and things on this other side. So we saved a Bolo brand for the last one, even though I'm not sure if it's going to do Bolo prices, because this brand is still up and down, even though it's a Bolo brand. And that is Karl Lagerfeld. Okay, y'all. So as y'all can see here, you can see the Lagerfeld here as you kind of look at the lighting here. And I seen that and I was like, yes, I'm going to go ahead and get that. So the thing about Karl Lagerfeld, and it says Karl Lagerfeld Paris on the sides here, is that you know, sometimes it could be in Nordstrom Rack and it could be on sale. Okay, that's just the tea about Karl Lagerfeld. It can do really well out here as well. They can have some pieces that are just, you know, those pieces. You just have to do your research when it comes down to it. I haven't sold a whole lot of Karl Lagerfeld for that reason. And a lot of times when I find the bags, because I think they're also sold in Marshalls and TJs, that, you know, they could be kind of cheaper and they can also be in bad condition. So, but this skirt is very cute. Really cute, like twist on, I want to say academia, like dark academia style, but with a little bit of streetwear. That's kind of how I feel about Karl Lagerfeld. It's like he does really dressy things or really like aesthetically pleasing things, and he throw a little streetwear vibe into it for some reason. Like that's how I see that brand, and I kind of enjoy that aesthetic. So we grabbed this one. It's a size 6. It's beautiful. Hopefully it does really good out there. Okay, so that was all for the clothes. I literally have 5 other things to show y'all if y'all are interested in the couple of books that I have and just random stuff. Okay, so here we go. First, I have this interesting clock by Brookstone. I know it seems weird because it's got something weird on it, but the thing about this clock, right? Let me show y'all the back. So this is Brookstone. Like I said, when you buy Brookstone things, they're never just what they seem. It could be a clock, but they've literally thought about everything, and they'll make that clock so conveniently functional that that's why they're so expensive out there. So this one is called the World Clock, I believe, and you could set it for whatever times and stuff, but as you turn it, so you have, this thing says world time, and as you turn it, you'll get different things. So this one is, at the top it says date and time. So this is not the correct date. I think I have it set for Los Angeles. And so you'll get the temperature at the top, and then you'll get the time. If you turn it this way, it's, oh, there goes the temperature. I think it's in Celsius right now. So that you can see the little thermometer right there. And then as you turn it this way, it's a timer. So then it starts timing you. 5, 6, 7. See, it's backwards, I know, but, or maybe it's not backwards to y'all, but it's backwards to me when I look on this screen. But yeah, so basically it's a clock, but as you turn it, you can get different stuff. So every time you turn it, it beeps, and you can get different information from it. And then you can set it for whatever place you want it to be set for on the back here, and it has some buttons here. I believe I seen it listed out there for like $50, maybe a little bit more, brand new. Mine is a little scuffed, so I don't know. And it's a little, I don't know, it makes noise, so I'm a little bit like skeptical. But either way it goes, I wanted to show y'all and at least tell y'all if y'all see Brooks Brothers out there, or sorry, Brooks Brothers, them too. Brookstone, definitely always look into the item because it's normally not what it looks like. Okay, I've sold an alarm clock for like $100 and something from Brookstone. It looked like a regular alarm clock, but it had like ambient noises, all types of stuff. Okay, y'all. So, all right, moving on. There's a cute little 90s phone. This is just for me. It's like a little prop. I don't know. I want to use it for my videos or something, but I don't know what I want to do. Okay. I just thought it was cute. Little 90s phone toy. If I don't end up using it, it might be on the $10 shop. But for now, it'll just be a little prop that I don't know what to do with. Maybe just be in my room and look really cute on my dresser. It is missing some numbers though. So yeah, but I thought it was adorable. All right, moving on. I have a couple of like books. This one, I don't think it's a book totally. I think it's a book and DVD. But this is the Living Wisdom with His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, okay? Stuff like this will be very expensive out there. I know it doesn't seem like much, y'all, but I have been very happily surprised with some of this, like more National Geographic and like different things where you can learn about the world DVDs, and I've sold them for pretty good prices out there, and books as well, y'all. So it is brand new. So this is like basically I haven't looked all the way through it, but it has the DVDs in there, and I believe it does have a little booklet and some little maybe photos. Let's see, what is this? I can't even tell. I don't want to take it apart. I always want to leave the packaging on when I'm doing stuff, but I think there are like some little photos and whatnot of the Dalai Lama. And yeah, there's a book, like a study guide in here. There's a music CD. Oh my gosh. Um, this is like decked out. This is cool. So this type of thing will be very expensive out there. And let's see what the price it says on here. This says $30, but I think when I looked it up, it was actually listed for more because this is from 2006. So it's kind of like retro too. So we'll see what we can go ahead and list this one for. Love stuff like this, and people out there love stuff like this, y'all. Okay. Up next is a Disney book. So this one I seen listed for some interesting prices out there. So I went ahead and picked it up because it's not expensive to buy books from the BINZ, y'all. So this is a retro book, basically Walt Disney World, the first 25 years. So it's gonna kind of go through all of that information. Look at Mickey. He looks so different. So definitely a retro book, definitely something that could be used as a coffee table book for that Disney fan out there. All right. Up next is another book that I wasn't quite sure about, but when I looked it up, this thing was listed for like $200 and something somewhere, and $300. Okay. This, I believe, is a book about the Titanic. But that's probably not right. Actually, I'm lying. It looks like the Titanic. It's called Something's Not Quite Right by, it says paintings by Guy Billett. So I assumed by looking at the cover, I judged the book by its cover, and I said it was about the Titanic. But it's actually paintings. Another coffee table book, y'all. Dang, this is actually interesting and cool now that I'm looking in it. No, I haven't looked at this stuff since I bought it. I've had it in here and I have been out and about, y'all. So y'all got to forgive me for not knowing. But looks like he kind of does some interesting like illusion kind of art or whatever. So there's not that many pages in here, so I won't spoil it. But definitely something that is very interesting and was listed for a lot of money out there. So on the back of the thing, it says, do you know about the butterfly effect? Scientists say that the flappings of a single butterfly's wings can change the weather halfway around the world. That tiny flutter in South America can create a tornado over Texas. So I guess that's his whole concept, the butterfly effect, and kind of looking into kind of like the weird realities of this world. Okay, y'all? Very interesting out there. And lastly, y'all, the heaviest thing I bought, but it didn't cost me much, okay, because it's glass. Okay, these beautiful plates. So I don't do this often, but when I can find some good porcelain, I definitely pick this up. So these are called the Franciscan porcelain, and it's called the Vanishing American Barn. Okay, so I looked this up, and there are some sets out there that are above $200 as far as like on eBay and whatnot, and they only have 5 plates. I believe I have over 5 plates. So they have a really nice gold trim, and most of them depict barn houses, different color barn houses, different style of barn houses in the snow. Not too long ago, I listed these other plates for like $50 or so, and they were some vintage plates with songs on them. Those definitely sold full price, y'all. So every once in a while, I can find these little beautiful plates that people might enjoy in their home. I'm trying to show y'all as many as I can. I'm not going to be able to do them all. These are some heavy plates, y'all. And this one is called, oh, I can tell y'all what they're called too. Let me see, I just realized. This one is called the Hudson River Barn. They do have the names of the barns on the back here. And it does have the date. It says the Historic Providence Mint, 1983. So these are vintage or retro, whichever word you prefer. And I can't leave without showing y'all a red barn. So let me show you the red one. Okay, here's the red barn. Okay, and this is called the connected barn. That's what it says. So very cute. And I think I showed y'all 5 of them. I showed y'all 5. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more plates in here. There's 7 more. Y'all, I don't know if it's a double set or what. I'm gonna have to look through and see if I have 2 different sets. If not, this full set, it might be a little expensive, child. Based off of what I seen out there, of course. Okay? Okay? We ain't trying to scam. We just trying to get our, get our value. Okay, y'all? But that's it. That's it, y'all. I'm very proud of this BINZ haul. I really feel like I cut the fat. I was really doing my best to make sure I brought home, most of the things that I could, I didn't feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Y'all know how it is at the BINZ. Stuff be cheap, so you just be picking up stuff. But I really want to trim the fat and get a little bit better. And I feel like this was representative of that, even though we may, backslide from time to time. Okay. All right. So thank y'all again for watching. Thank y'all for the likes. I definitely appreciate y'all. If you're watching a replay, definitely don't forget to hit like and subscribe if y'all want more. And I will see y'all in the next one. All right. Bye.